and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. In front of us we have the Radio Shack DX-375. It's an AM, FM stereo, shortwave portable radio. I love FM stereo, yeah. This radio came donated to me by Peter Atkinson. Thank you very much, sir. You rock. Another awesome shortwave radio donated by the man. He's awesome. So, yeah, very happy, thrilled to have this radio. And quite the performer, too. We're going to go over that. So let's go over dimensions real fast. 7 1/4 inches across, 4 3/4 inches high, and a depth of 1 3/8 of an inch. Do some size comparison here. I'm going to just bring out my tripod. Get it in the frame. And we have the CC pocket. Yeah, it's a little tiny radio compared to that. And I have the deck of cards here. Iron Man. Okay, and then I have, it's a little bit bigger brother, the 396, which I reviewed. And I'll link that up there if you want to check that review out too later. So there you go. Okay. So for current prices on the 375, what I'll do is I'll have a little pop-up. And that'll tell us what the current average rate is on sold DX-375s to give you an idea how much you're probably going to spend on eBay if you want one of these radios. Right away, this thing is an amazing performer on the medium wave. Just blows me away. So before we even turn it on. So let's go over features. So the Radio Shack 375. Let's see, left-hand side, we have the wrist strap. Yes, very usable. I do use them. Sensitivity switch, DX local. Headphone jack. Quality, very good. Low noise floor. FM stereo sounds fantastic, and it sounds pleasant on all bands. So definitely a good experience. Here we have DC input of 3 volts. Here on the front of the radio, we have a speaker grill. It's plastic, and underneath there is 2 3/4 inch speaker. Radio Shack. Here we have an LCD display. We'll show our frequency when we go turn the radio on. We have a tuning LED indicator there in red. And then we have a shortwave broadcast band chart. Shows you the different broadcast bands if you want to pause and look at those. Nice thing about this radio is that it will tune between the bands. It picks up most of the frequencies, though I did notice I couldn't enter in 7,000, though I could enter 8,000 in. So it has a couple little nuances, but it does mostly cover the complete band on shortwave. So going on to the buttons, we have down and up on the tuning buttons. We have stepping manually or letting it seek auto, back and forth. Underneath those buttons, we have a shortwave select button. This gets you the different bands real quick. Takes you through all those bands there. Here we have a store button, very simple. You hit this, and then you hit the preset button that you want the station you're on to be set to. And here we have a scan button. Interesting thing is when you hit the scan button, it'll scan all 10 presets as a browse feature. So every 5 seconds, it'll go to the next preset. So it's a preset browser. So I don't know why you'd need it for only 10 presets. I think it's kind of redundant to have that button, but I guess if you wanted to walk away and have it scan some shortwave frequencies, that would be a good thing. All right, and of course your preset direct access pad. So you have the presets were interesting. You get 10 per band, 10 AM, 10 FM, 10 shortwave, and you 1 through 0, as you can tell us how you can set them. And then of course for direct entry, you enter your frequency, then you hit enter. Here we have a band select key for your FM, AM shortwave. DX-375 logo there, yeah, looks cool. Right hand side, we have the volume control, analog style, yeah, love that. Here we have a tone control, high-low. You'll find yourself using it on high most of the time. Top of the radio, we have a lock switch that lets us lock the radio down. And we have a sleep button there. Let's see if it comes into focus. There we go. Sleep function, and then we have a power button there. Then we have the antenna, which extends out to 27 inches and rotates 360 degrees. And it locks in nice and tight there. The back of the radio, put this back here, we have a flip out stand, which is fairly tight fitting on mine. Okay, vented case here. And then over here we have the chart. There's the actual model number, 20-212A for the DX-375. There's the input DC 3 volts, and of course this takes 2C batteries. Frequency ranges, there's AM 530 to 1710, FM 88 to 108, and shortwave 2.3 to 21.85. And then there you go, Radio Shack. Yeah, behind here is the 2C batteries, and there is a switch to switch between 9K and 10K stepping on the AM band. So if you need to know that, it has that. So sweet. All right, so now it's time to talk about FM reception. So FM reception on this radio. FM sensitivity, I found it to be good to very good. That's a 3.5 star rating. That's above average, which is great. It found over 66 stations. As I tried searching, I was moving the radio around, a lot of antenna work to pick out those distant stations or those weak stations, and I was able to get that many. That's pretty impressive. The FM selectivity, though, was not as good. It got a rating of 2.5 stars, which is okay to good. The issue was the bigger stations would power over those the fainter stations nearby next to the stronger stations. It was a big issue. So yeah, it only gets an average score for selectivity, and it's like you'll run into that if you buy this radio. But overall, it's 3 stars. It's better than average, and better than a traditional analog receiver on FM. So that is a bonus. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on and have some fun. So we're gonna just show you how this tunes, and then we'll do an audio test with Radio Todderbert. If you guys don't know what Radio Todderbert is by now, it is a C-Crane FM transmitter 2 hooked up to my Sony MP3 player playing YouTube sanctioned music. So I don't get in trouble for playing music on my radio. And so it's tuned at 97.7 megahertz, and the transmitter transmits that, and this receives it, which is really nice. And that's how I'm able to give you kind of an idea of how this radio sounds. So you compare it to the other videos I've made, you can kind of get an idea, is this radio tinier sounding or bassier sounding? And you can actually pick that up with this little microphone. It does help to help you give you an idea what this radio can do. This has nice tonal quality, so right away, my opinion of this radio is it's a great radio for listening. You'll have no issue with that. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Power button's up here. Now we're defaulted in shortwave band, so we hit the band select to change, and I have presets. Let's go ahead and turn this up.
109th Avenue, and then get back onto southbound I-65 that way.
So tuning lights on.
19 in, 19 out.
There's no backlight or side light on this radio, so if you do it in the dark, do it in the dark. Yeah, I said that. Tune it in the dark. Wear a headset, or you have a pen light, flashlight, or something, so you can see your display. That's pretty funny. I'm leaving that in. That's too hilarious. Okay, so we have stereo when we're in stereo, the frequency, and then of course, if this is on memory channel 1, it is megahertz. So give you an idea of how the display works. Very simple and basic.
For a storm, a high of 70. Right now the temperature
Tone
is
control.
71 degrees.
Do you remember me?
Low.
Sure. You and your husband were moving to
High.
another home.
This is where we moved to.
It's beautiful.
Please, look at all the junk they left behind.
Fire up Radio
Point to
Todderbert.
what you would like to disappear, ma'am.
Well, let's start with that broken bird bath. That old swing
Okay.
set. And that
Let's make sure we're running. And we will hook it up. In one moment, we're having technical difficulties on the set. Right, it's going to jam. There we go. All right. If you're wearing headphones, you can turn it down in case it gets too loud. Or if not, jam it.
crazy mother.
Okay, there we go. A little bit of the tasty YouTube music. All right. Hey, I got to use it for the audio test. Works out pretty good. I'm going to just go ahead and disconnect that. Turn that off. Turn off that. Okay, so yeah, this works out really well. I really like this radio. FM, like I said, above average. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to shortwave. Now for shortwave, I'm on a sub-level floor here, so I have to use a wire in the window. My wire is a very simple wire. It's probably like a 12-foot wire that came with my PL380 radio, the Texan, and it's a very simple wire. You can buy the Kato T1 wire for like $11, I think now. The prices fluctuate a little bit, but it's a real type antenna, and it has like 22 feet of wire in it. It just clips to your antenna mast, and so that'll get you some range. I recommend anybody that buys like an inexpensive shortwave radio, pick one of those up. You can take it with you. You can reel it up, put it in your pocket, and if you sit up outside, you can hook the wire up, string it out to a tree or wherever you can get the elevation, and you're gonna get some amazing results out of it versus just this whip. But I did get really good results with just the whip today as I was outside walking around. So we're gonna go shortwave, and then we'll show you what I did here. The band, now you can select the different broadcast bands. I'll show you what they look like. You can see it changing there. Okay, I also did this with the presets, so you can get on station quick. Since I do a lot of listening at night, most of mine is below the 20 meter band. So this gives you an idea how I have it set up. So what we'll do is we'll start out at, actually we'll start at the bottom where the 23. So let's get to the bottom. And we'll scan and see what we pick up anything. So yeah, this is cool. For a radio like this, just amazing on all the bands. I love it, and it's affordable. So that's the great thing about it. It doesn't have all the fancy presets or the backlit. I don't think I found anything there, but it does a great job. So, like I said, the tonal quality, the headphone quality, just I love it. So we're gonna see what we pick up tonight. Hopefully, some good things. It does lack single sideband, or of course, premium models with the premium side. You know, they have the sideband, single sideband ability. But you know what? To be honest with you, it's not necessary. You can always get a radio if you want to listen to hams. But some people don't want to listen to those guys because I'll be honest with you, most of the time it's boring, though there are some interesting times when you can hear cool conversations happening between cool people. But typically you hear them just talking about their day and what they're having for dinner and stuff like that. So this might be skipping a couple stations, but we are definitely still in low territory, which I notice for me tends to liven up as the night goes on. So time-wise, I didn't show you the time, it is 10:34 p.m. Central Standard. See, that probably is a ham. Yeah, I think that's a ham. So that's the time, and we're near Chicago, Illinois. Give you an idea of my location. And we'll see if we can pick something up here. We'll see what we can find. Come on, find something.
Works with over there in Media Matters, and this is dangerous. The president's going to take action. And Surratt Shotgun, I just want to bring John McAfee, famous.
Always political stuff going on. I'd love to see Shortwave. I mean, I've heard more music lately, which is actually kind of cool.
At the tone, 3 hours, 37 minutes, coordinated universal time.
No, I don't know when this is going to disappear. I'm just recording this for posterity. Let's have a moment of listening to this. You can loop this part of my video so you can go to bed with this music. There's music playing in the background. Your ambient sound. Yeah, I heard they're going to shut that down. Okay, music. I don't stop on music. But I heard there's stations broadcasting music, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's get there to 6,000. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. And then we'll tune some AM, which you'll find very surprising with this radio. It is a killer on the medium wave, just amazing. And like I say, shortwave does pretty good. And maybe we'll do an evening band scan upstairs with the longer wire outside. And get some good results too.
To understand what it means in Scripture that the battle is the Lord's.
Very soon. The month of August is still pursuing my...
But God. Turn your... People are very quick to overlook the subtle. The sun furnished us with
Entering the band.
Which was the great source of my...
La nube de fuego.
Don't know what they're saying, but see if we find anything up here, and then we'll probably stop it right around, I'm guessing 10 megahertz.
Treasures of Egypt. You ought to listen to that. There are millions of people in America today that esteem the riches.
The Cuban, un museo de Miami dedicado a preservar la herencia de la diáspora cubana, presentará una nueva...
You can't see the ground beneath you, right? Or leaping off of a great precipice, or a...
Living rooms and radios. Spontaneously, they poured into the streets of Times Square.
Come this week, and you'll get more information than you can assimilate. There's a contact page.
The joys of scanning, yay. Let's see if we find anything else up here. And then, yeah, we'll go to the AM band, see what we can hear there. But as you can tell, works pretty well. Like I said, I'm not even using an outdoor antenna. It might overload a little bit, I'm not sure, but we'll give it a go. And it's not like it's a huge, 80-foot wire or anything like that. It needs to be tuned. It's just a basic, 20-foot wire out there. So we'll have to do that. Do a little evening band scan or daytime band scan. Those are fun. Okay, we're nearing 10 megahertz. And once we hit that, we'll stop and we'll go to AM and rock it out. 31 meter band, yay! Yeah, I'm enjoying collecting these. It's awesome radios. I love them. Okay, no clock signal there. We just got it at 5,000. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and disconnect my antenna here. and retract this. Okay, a little tight with the H there. Let's go ahead and just put that down. All right, so we're gonna go to the AM band and do some scanning there. Let's see what we got. Band select. Now I didn't show you. You can mentally enter the stage. So it starts at 530. So we'll start at 530. So you can go enter, put in your frequency, hit enter again. Takes you right to frequency. Wow, cool. So I think this is CIAO, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles. I pretty much have figured it's probably that station. I could be wrong, but I think it is. WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to like the big hitters. Let's see, we'll go 650 Nashville. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so that music you heard there is WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. And then we'll go up to, let's see, 690.
There's a 5-week stretch there, man. It's a grind and a few road games there that are going to be very difficult.
This is Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. It's a TSN network station, and I'll have the pop-up come here because I forgot to write down the call letters again, which I will have on my sheet in the future. But yeah, pretty cool station, 763 miles away.
They know how to play football after halftime.
WLW Cincinnati, 300 miles.
After halftime.
Sounds like we're next door.
Definitely until halftime. And the biggest
I do. I talk to medical providers. And
so this is local WGN.
Because every family
Chicago.
is going to be different.
So that music there is 740 is CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Always comes in beautiful.
So my bias would be towards beefing up
WSB, Atlanta, Georgia.
payment fund for buying a house.
630 miles.
What % can you be at right now?
Yeah, to be honest with you, this radio here excels on the AM. I think the ferrite bar was about that long, almost 5-6 inches. It's just nice, nicely made.
Colleagues from the Southern District of New York. So Trump hired him thinking that because he knew all of them.
Okay, so let's see what we got. 800.
Influence them.
You know, we had people ready there in the fifth, even when he was
This is
going out, we got
WCCO
people
Minneapolis,
between pitch count
310
and
miles.
lineup, but he gave
They want the voice
WHAS,
to sound human, and the way to sound human
Louisville,
is to
Kentucky.
sound non.
It was the affordable way to travel, and then they convinced you it was a good investment.
KOA Denver, Colorado, 890 miles.
Your exact timeshare and see what it's selling for. It's listed for $1 with no bids. That's not a good.
exceptionnellement, mais j'imagine que vous retournez à Mingan.
Je pars samedi matin, non pas à Mingan,
CJBC,
pour travailler sur les
Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Do you know if it's usual for a player to be suspended?
WWL, New Orleans, 865 miles. This is usually WCBS. So we're going to just jump ahead here.
In a very optimistic time.
KDKA Pittsburgh,
We knew
450
about the
miles.
anxiety of the bomb, but we didn't live in that sort.
Everybody should stand. That's my opinion. But if people don't want to stand, it's still a national anthem. And
WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts,
but to basically
880 miles.
We're not going to show that now.
1970 at WHO. 600 monkeys, computer service and support.
You heard that, WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
Right now, you should go to whoradio.com and click on the contest page because you're going to get a.
You know, there's no
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles. KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
Well, that seems quite ridiculous. How much money we pour
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles. Let's see if we can get 1180.
It's unruly mane cut back to fighting trim.
WHAN,
An animal known to have an ill temper and a
Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
not run with its own pack.
WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. Okay, we're just going to go jump up right to my favorite station. Whoops. Well, this will be one of my favorites. This is my preset.
So my main thing is for the kid.
If it's ESPN, surprise a friend or loved one.
1530 is WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
That's just silly. You couldn't do it even if you wanted to.
KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles.
Generation X is the neglected middle child of the generations.
And then 1610 CHHA.
Term historical emissions, whether it be government or
Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
are themselves we're going back to David.
Okay, and I think 1690 is Chicago. Okay. Music playing, I don't know what's going on. 1700. Nothing on 1710. Okay, so let's just check this out real quick. So the scan feature, I'll just show you. You just press it and it searches for something active. Don't have the antenna extended. Nice. So that's how this scan works, like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it. Turn it off. Okay, great. So let's do final thoughts on the Radio Shack DX-375. First of all, thank you, Peter Atkinson, again, for donating this awesome radio to the channel. You are amazing. The DX-375 definitely gets a buy on my book. If you pick it up, you'll love it. It does everything very well. AM listening is fantastic. The FM is fantastic. It does fair for me. And then the shortwave is amazing too. Does what I need. I don't need to DX with this thing. Just listen what I can. Just have some fun exploration there. 10 presets, keeps it simple, keeps it fun. That's what radio's about, fun. It's not too big, and it takes 2C batteries, which is really cool. So you get a little longevity out of 2C batteries versus 4 AA's or 2 AA's. So that's a nice little feature. I like seeing that. So yeah, definitely I like the little tone control. It did help in some situations. This FM stereo sounds great. Just a good little radio that you can find, I'm sure, at a decent price. Hopefully those prices I looked up are decent. So if you enjoyed watching this video, give me a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed the presentation of this radio, give me a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. Like, whatever you want to call that thumbs up thing. Yeah. Be sure to subscribe if you like Radio Shack radios and you like the DX series. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. I have probably 1 or 2 more of these radios coming out, so you'll love watching those videos. If 3, comment below what you think about the DX-375. If you have one, do you like it? Do you have a friend that has one? If you had one in the past, let me know. Like, share what your thoughts are. And 4, if you're looking at this channel like, hey, Peter Atkinson, I hear his name all the time. I want to be that guy donating radios. Well, you can be that guy or gal. Just go ahead and go to my About section and click I'm Not a Robot. My business email, they call it business email. Just click it. It'll get my email. Contact me. Let me know what you got, and maybe we can work something out on sending it over. And then we can be a rock star just like Peter is. Yeah. And then, let's see, number 5. I think it's 5. Yeah. Check out Patreon. Yeah, head on over there. After Hours with Todderbert. I actually like the way that sounds, After Hours. And check out the cool posts I got there. If you guys are into old time radio, I remaster a lot of them, make them sound really good. just jam out some cool old time radio shows. And it's great. And then of course, check out the radios that I have there. I have pictures of the inside of some of these radios. It's just a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. And if you want to support me there, that's great. You can, little as $1 a month, and you get a lot of access to some premium content I put out there for those special supporters that are helping me out. I do appreciate them, and they know who they are. They're watching. All right, love everybody out there. You guys are great. Thanks for supporting me, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care and goodbye.